At this stage of the process, you have to define your advertising display settings. Please note that if you need to go back to the previous step, you may click on the Creation of the Campaign button or the My Shortlist button. This step will allow you to define the web pages where your advertising will be displayed. Depending on the advertising type you've chosen, several settings are required. The advertising services such as the Booking button, the Favorite status, the Premium position, or the link to your website are very quick to set up because you only have to check the entity concerned by the advertising and validate the starting day of the advertising service. On the other hand, the advertising services which involve a graphical insertion require a few other settings. First, select the display starting day. Leave the day unchanged if you want the advertising to be displayed as soon as you have proceeded to the payment. Then, if the language version is required, tick the flag that corresponds to the website language version you want your advertising to be displayed on. For example, here, the advertising will be displayed on the English-speaking version of the website. Of course, the text and pictures you've used at the previous step should match the language version you will choose here. For example, you should avoid that an advert in Spanish is displayed on the English-speaking version of the website. An ad can only be set up on one language version, so if you want to display advertising on several versions, you have to proceed one by one. First, finish this ad setup on one language version before going to your shortlist page again in order to start another advertising of the same type. Finally, select the pages where your ads campaign should be seen. This is an important point because this will establish the final price of your ad. If you've already defined the targeted pages during the previous steps, in the wizard for example, then these parameters should appear below. For example, here, the pages which are selected are the home page and the region pages dedicated to Catalonia and Valencia. If you click on Recalculate here, your ads price is calculated again based on the pages you've selected. This means that you can adjust your settings to your advertising budget. For example, the rate of the advertising with the settings below is €373. But if we exclude the home page by unticking this box, now the price is €107. Now, if we remove the region page Valencia by clicking here, and if we choose to add the country page Spain, for example, to the display pages, now the rate is €120. As you can see, we still can change the pages where our ad will be displayed and adjust this setting to our budget. Once you have set up the display rules of your advertising, please press Next Step in order to save your settings.